Good evening. Happy Monday. I wanted to say greetings to my YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram fans. This is Clarissa, aka C Temptation, coming to you with another video of Chicago Talk. Now, tonight's video, I'm doing something a little bit different because this particular topic, when I did the studies and the statistics on it, it kind of disturbed me, but the basic concept, the reason why I decided to discuss this topic, because to kind of expand people's levels of awareness, and they need to pay more closer attention to themselves and to their bodies. So I'm dedicating this video to two people. One is which my dad, who passed away over 2 years ago, and also to the late and great Auntie Fee. She did pass away on March 18th, 2017, and her funeral was this past Saturday on April the 1st. Now, she was 59 years of age, and she did pass away of a massive heart attack, for all the people that's been following on YouTube. So the topic I'm discussing for the evening is about heart disease. So for all the people that's watching this video, for those of you who are viewing this video right now, this is for the people that's age 30 and above. So if you have children, my advice to you is either put them in the room, put them to sleep, or whatever, because I'm about to get down and get real with some statistics. And baby, I'm telling you, these numbers are deep. They are really deep. So with that being said, let's begin. Now, in terms about the heart disease, okay, and this is from statistics that I did research on early this morning, so these numbers do not lie. Now, according to statistics, it's a total of over 610,000 Americans who has or will develop heart disease. And this next topic, this next thing I'm about to explain to you, this is really deep and this is real. 44% of those Americans who develop heart disease are African American men. 44%. 48% of those people who developed heart disease are African American women. Now think about it. That's half of the country right there, just based upon the melanated family. And somebody's not paying attention to their bodies, or they're not taking proper care of themselves, because that's when I discovered this morning, those are some scary numbers, and that's the truth. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to touch on. Now, African Americans are at higher risk to develop heart disease. 3/4 of African Americans who develop heart disease, they normally accumulate or either close to or have high blood pressure by the time that they turn age 40. Okay. 2 out of 5 African Americans have high blood pressure, and less than half of that don't even try to take the proper steps to control it. What I mean by that is they don't watch their diet, they don't watch their salt intake, they don't follow the instructions that was provided to them by their primary care physician. And that's pretty sad. Okay. Now, the 4 main risk factors are the strongest predictors of heart disease. Only 4. Number 1 is hypertension, or better known as high blood pressure. Number 2, you're looking at kidney disease. Number 3, you're looking at obesity or / overweight. Number 4, high cholesterol. Me personally, I think it's actually 5, and the 5th factor I'm looking at is stress. Because if you're working in an environment, whether it be a job or family members or friends, that's causing you a whole lot of stress, then that can lead up to further problems and further health challenges. Okay. Now, when I found out that 44% of African American men and 48% of African American women develop this disease, that's really scary. That's very scary, because we take up half of the United States of America. And you mean to tell me that all of this Obamacare and all this health care, you mean to tell me that people are not taking time out to go to the doctor to get themselves checked out? And that's very important, because you need to go to the doctor at least once a year to get your blood pressure checked, get your cholesterol checked, and all those other good things. Get your cholesterol checked, find out that what you have to do in terms of keeping your health intact. Now, as far as a message to the women, and plus, I'm a victim of this as well. When you get to the stage where you're going through the menopausal stage, you're definitely going to be at higher risk for either cancer or heart disease. So it's very important, though, you have to get those checkups through your OBGYN and find out what is it that you have to do to maintain your health, because this is serious business. This is not a joke. This is serious business. Now, the four main factors the appropriate steps that you need to take to try to reduce the chances of heart disease. Number one, take aspirin as directed by your physician. Number two, control your high blood pressure. What I mean by that, and that's a very important factor, controlling your high blood pressure. That can mean reduce your salt intake, watch what you eat, and if they prescribe you medication, make sure that you take that medication at the correct dosage or whatever times out the day that you're supposed to, because that's really important to make sure that you stay on this earth plane for as long as you possibly can. The third factor, manage your cholesterol. Again, when you go to get your checkups, make sure that you get your cholesterol checked. If it's too high, then you need to follow a proper diet by your physician. Make sure they monitor you, because you have to keep your cholesterol intact. If it's over 200, then that's too high. Then you need to do something about it to try to get that cholesterol down. And the last and most important factor, don't smoke. And I'm quite sure that there's a lot of African American people, they do smoke. So my advice, if you do smoke, try to quit. And if you're thinking about trying smoking, don't even go there, because it's not even worth risking your health. And I felt that it was very important because with my dad, like I said, when he had developed a lot of different health issues, and it all started where he had 2 open heart surgeries. And the reason for those 2 open heart surgeries because he was a smoker, and he didn't maintain a proper diet. He just ate the wrong foods and felt like wasn't nothing going to happen to him, and it ended up dead. He had these 2 open heart surgeries, which led up to other different factors, which it cost him his life. And I'm just being real. Now, as far as Auntie P, no disrespect towards the family. My prayers go out to the family. I know, because that lady was well known on YouTube. But let's be real. She was a smoker, number one. And she did cook different types of food, which I thought it was good, because she was known for her cooking. But she always fried a lot of fatty foods, a lot of greasy foods, and she didn't maintain a proper diet, far as among herself. Only thing that she thought about at the time was making sure when she prepared her dishes that they taste good. And especially with the kids, though, because what type of lesson you're teaching them? You're teaching them about things that are tasting good and things that are good to you, but it's not necessarily good for you. Okay, so a lesson of that, make sure that you have to take care of yourself, because your body is your temple. Because if you don't take care of your body, trust and believe you me, your body will not take care of you. So that's the reason why I decided I want to come on YouTube this evening to do this video, because when I saw those numbers, it did frighten me. It scared me. And I thought this was something important that we need to talk about, because, these numbers do not lie. If you think I'm lying, go on the internet, do your research, and definitely check the American Heart Association, because the numbers do not lie. So that's my intake far as about heart disease. So my message is, I'm trying to expand people's awareness to make them aware. Then that way we can start taking the appropriate steps to take better care of ourselves. Because if we don't take care of our body will not take care of us. So if you have any other questions, or if you want to make comments about this video, please leave your comment at the bottom. And also, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to follow me far as on future videos, please hit that subscribe button and definitely press that little bell on the bottom. That way you'll receive notifications of my future videos, because I'm going to be doing another video probably tomorrow evening about a story that took place in Chicago, but that's a whole different subject matter. But that's my conclusion about heart disease. So I want to take this moment to continue my prayers for the Felicia Odell family, Auntie Fee. Pray for her sons, for strength to get them through this moment. All our other family members or family members or all the people that she worked with. And I ask you for prayers, continued prayers for me as well. And that's pretty much the conclusion of this video for this evening. So I hope you enjoy it. So I want to wish you a good evening, a great night, or great morning, or whatever the time is. Whoever's watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to say namaste, peace be unto you. Good night.